Hot damn. We're going to do a reaction video today on Lil Skies. If y'all know who Lil Skies is, he was popular back in 2016, 2017. But apparently he just did an interview a couple of days ago talking about how he went broke and how he, you know what I'm saying, had to move back to his hometown, some more shit. So we just gonna go ahead and get into the reaction. This is the first reaction video on this channel. Y'all go like, sub up, subscribe, you feel me? And yeah, man, we gonna get into this video. Lego.
Of the SoundCloud movement, SoundCloud rap movement scene, if you want to call it that, of 2017, 2018, Lil Skies has delivered some bombshell news.
I was about to get a job, bro, like a couple years ago, just cause I'm like, I ain't got no shows, I ain't had no shows in like 6 months, sitting at the crib, I'm spending all my money, I ain't making Nigga, guess where I applied at? Dollar General. And guess what? There wasn't no shame in my game. Walked out that bitch, my head up high just like this. Because, bro, I told you, like, you know, I'm a hustler, bro. At the end of the day, I'm gonna eat. Somehow, some way, I'm gonna eat, bro.
So I think that...
Okay, so Dollar General is crazy. Not because I'm trying to shame him for where he's working at, but how do you go from traveling the world, seeing all these different things, making all this money, to now back living at your hometown and working at Dollar General? Like, now I applaud him for, you know what I'm saying, at least trying to do something, trying to hustle, not just sitting around depending on, you know what I'm saying, other people to do shit for him. I understand that. And I applaud him because people of his stature to even humble themselves down enough to even want to go work at a Dollar General. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it has to hurt because you went from all the way up here to now back at home applying at Dollar General. And I don't even think he got the job, because if he had the job, I mean, so it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just sad. It's just sad.
He completely hustled the game with this one, because this interview, it teaches us a bunch of different things. Number one, we're first going to talk about Lil Skies, rap money, and all of that. So you see Lil Skies right here. You see he's got jewelry on. You see he's doing this interview. And you also see that he is saying that he applied to Dollar General. Now, Lil Skies, I do believe that he probably spent a ton of money, but Lil Skies moved back to Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, where he's from, when he had a kid and he took that long break. It cannot be that expensive to live there. We got any Waynesboro folk here or any people in that surrounding area? It cannot be that expensive. Granted, now when you have habits or addiction.
Where the fuck even where is Waynesboro? Waynesboro? Oh, Pennsylvania. Nah, I remember him saying it now, chat.
As some may call them as rappers, you can spend through money quickly, and it's not just on the substances, but the things you buy and spend money on while on those substances, and the people that you take care of and are around you. But when he says a couple of years ago he wasn't getting any shows, this is not uncommon. So in 2020, a lot of rappers, shows just stopped. And we had certain rappers that were able to get some motion that year. Like, for example, Blueberry Faygo re-blew up. It was a song that had leaked, and then it officially got released. There was like a snippet of it going around, and it got a ton of motion before
that song
it
was
officially
hard.
released. It was pretty...
Bro, this song gives me so much nostalgia. That song was so hard. Blueberry Faygo, baby, I said so. Yeah, that song was hard. I remember that shit. That shit, like, brings me so much nostalgia, bro. Like, when that song came out, life was good, gang.
Such a hit before they cleared everything and got it out there. But Lil Mosey was one of these artists that would have struggled very badly if he didn't have that hit during 2020, 2021, when these rappers weren't getting shows. And I know it's easy to look back and say, man, you know, these rappers should have done a better job with their money so they wouldn't have to rely on shows in 2020, 2021. But let's be real here. What person, if you're a rapper, and I'll just give you numbers for a rapper that blew up in 2017, 2018, around there.
It was a bunch
that
of 'em
was
that
not
blew
as
up.
big as Mosey, was not as big as Skies, like a lot smaller than those rappers, because those rappers have multiple platinum hits, multiple charting singles. This rapper was getting 30 to 35K a show when they were first blowing up, and this lasted for like at
That's
least a year and a
crazy.
half. And the bookings are
35K?
consistent. So you're getting feature money. You're not really relying on features. That's the thing. When rappers have the highest money they can demand for features, you have to play this weird game where you can't give too many features, because then that dilutes the value of a feature. And you also don't want to give out much of any features, because your image and who you're associated with and how poppin' you are, you're already popping on your
Right.
own. You want to
Right.
preserve that. So there's this, like maybe, and then the people that you do want to give features to, you want to work with, so you end up doing swaps, or you just hand them a feature and you guys collaborate and you don't charge them. So features,
Man, listen, the music business is cutthroat. It's cutthroat. I wanted to be a rapper back in the day. I really did try to make that shit happen, but it just wasn't for me, gang. And now looking back on it, and now seeing what all these rappers go through, bro, like as far as like one moment you popping and one moment you not, and then you got to go back and work at Dollar General. It's just like, bro, it's too much. It's too much, bro.
something that I would say really only street rappers get the biggest bag out of, like a Kevin Gates, a Boosie, a what's the other guy's name, 42 Doug. I'm just giving a different region, for instance, because these guys, they chill with and they hang out with and they have fans that are trappers. So they'll pull up to different cities when they're doing their club walkthroughs and all that. And the trappers of the city that want to be rappers, or the trappers that are backing the rappers, are like, yo, 10, 15 bands here, cut a feature for my man's right here that's trying to build up a rap career. And they'll do that maybe 1, 2, 3 in a night, maybe even more. And they'll consistently do that over different cities. Whereas for SoundCloud rappers or just regular industry rappers that aren't street related, don't have a street fan base, they can't really do that as much. Like, for instance, 24K Golden, in an interview that I did with him in 2021 or 2022, I think, he was talking about how he had done a feature for 150K for a different genre. Like, they saw, like, yo, this guy has a bunch of hits, we want a feature from this guy, and they paid out the behind for it. So Lil Skies, yeah, I don't think we can really knock rappers for not being prepared for a global pandemic that was going to shut down all shows entirely. Can't really blame them too much for that. However, with Lil Skies, I think this was all a play on getting attention. Because I had checked out Lil Skies a week, just 7 days before this interview started going everywhere. I was like, yo, let me check out what Lil Skies has been up to. I had checked out on Mosey, because Mosey's been dropping some good.
If y'all ain't watched the interview with Lil Skies, go watch that interview, man. Go watch that interview.
Stuff too. Lil Skies had taken not a break, but not much has happened. I wanted to check out what happened after his last album, The Evolution of the Rose, which I listened to a couple of joints on here. The streams on here aren't half bad, but I see that he released 2 songs. I was like, okay, let's see what it sounded like. Dog, these are good songs. They both got music videos. No Fear is really prime Skies. And I was going to write a tweet about it and say, like, yo, Skies.
I haven't heard about neither one of these 2
Some
songs.
really good stuff. But I don't know what
I'm gonna have
happened.
to go
Maybe I
listen
got
to this
lazy.
chat.
I just didn't end up tweeting it. And then I see this happen. But during this entire interview, which is about an hour and 40 minutes long, he talks about how he's studying the game.
What I do all night is I just be on YouTube, everything, and I just be studying this, bro, the game. Like, I study this, and this go around, it's like too. Like once I get, you feel me? I got some like I'm about to start basically funding myself, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm about to start renting my own venues and throwing my own shows, shit like that. Like, what do I need
Facts.
this promoter for? For what? Why?
The way to do it.
Why?
You should.
And
Facts.
I do this.
Hell yeah.
You know
I've
what?
been
You
doing
should-
it so long. Like why? Even me.
Listen, you gotta invest in yourself. You gotta invest in yourself. If you trying to make it in life, you have to invest something into yourself. You have to spend some kind of money, bro. Some kind of bread.
Just coming out here, I wouldn't even be out here right now.
Bro.
I booked my flight Monday, my manager's flight, engineer's flight, Airbnb, driver, everything. What do I need to get done? And I look at it as like, yo, I'm a grown ass man. It feels weird, like, you know, like relying on somebody. I know this is your job title or whatever, but and this, I'm not throwing shit at nothing. Like I got good manager, you feel me? I'm just saying, like, it's just like, yeah, bro, I don't know. Different, bro, it's different. Bro, the whole game, bro. This is why I tell people, you got to study this. Even everybody doing podcasts, all this.
Everyone podcast.
Like, bro, you have to study what's going on because everything is changing. It's not the same.
100%.
None of it is the same no more. None of it, bro. The internet, it could do this, that, and the third, everything. And it's like, it's harder now to get that spot because, for one, everybody's, like, even it's the podcast, it's rappers that don't even
Yes,
rap. They ain't even
this
rappers.
market, the market for this shit is really saturated, gang. Like, everybody trying to be a streamer, podcaster, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit, bro. It's really saturated the market, for real, for real. But niggas be making money doing this shit, so I can't even be mad. You feel me? I can't even be mad.
Right now, these niggas is streamers?
Yeah.
Streaming now.
And they make music for the stream.
Would you?
They ain't even making
Would you-
music no
would
more
you
because the
ever-
streaming paying better than rap.
Would you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bro, realistically, like, look,
Facts.
a lot of niggas ain't getting booked for shows. We see a lot
Bro,
of
you got streamers making like 100,000 a month, bro. You got streamers making more than 100,000 a month. I guarantee you, bro, rappers is not making that. I guarantee you.
rappers in the club. Them just got a section. They ain't getting paid to be there.
We're not
Would you
Like
ever
niggas
live
not
streaming?
getting booked for shows, bro. It's so crazy for me. Like, even what's today? Right
Because
now?
a lot of rappers make their money off shows. That's where a lot of rappers' money comes from. It's to shows. And if you, like he said, if you not getting booked, niggas is not looking for you, chat. Like, so it is what it is.
It's Tuesday. If I post a flyer today, it'd be like show Friday at the Roxy or whatever. I probably saw that shit out, no cap. And it blows my mind.
Quick.
Like how?
Quick.
How?
100%, bro.
Like,
Because of
and
who
it
you
blows
are.
my mind, but it's just because of, I don't know. I asked him before, and he's like, bro, it's the connection. You make me feel like at home and heart, like I can relate. to
Yeah,
you.
y'all
It's like,
go
it's
check out Basement Talk and y'all go watch this interview if y'all really want to get a more deep dive into what he was saying. You know what I'm saying?
different.
So here you hear him talking about his comeback this time around, and he's saying like, "Yo, I'm about to be on this comeback. I booked my driver." And this is another thing: a rapper that actually went broke, down that low. I don't think that they're gonna be having managers and manager maybe, but a driver. Hiring a driver, I think they're hopping in Ubers, man. Or I think they're renting their own car. And the manager is also going to be the driver because they're starting all over again. So, no, I don't think that this whole I went broke. He said he's been studying the game. So I think he studied and realized, like, hey, look, if I want to get attention for this stuff that I've been dropping right now,
Do
I've
what
gotta say
everybody else
something wild
does.
and off the wall. And
Right.
Dollar General is that. And then you also see when he talks.
It's crazy because in today's society now, the more crazy shit you do, the more viral you go. The more crazy shit you say, the more viral you're gonna go. It's ridiculous, bro. Literally, it's crazy.
Talks about the music aspect and why people relate to him. I think people are going to be able to relate to him even more so because he said that. He's like, yo, there's no shame in my game. I'm going to get it no matter what. I'm going to get this job if I have to, just like
Hell
everybody
yeah,
else.
that's a good
And
mindset to have, though.
One other point that he makes,
I'm gonna get
that's
it
really
regardless.
great, is he gives these guys game on the podcast. He's like, yo, everything's changing constantly. You got to be up on game. But he says that rappers aren't getting booked for any shows and that he could sell out the Roxy this week, which, just looking back at it, the Roxy, the venue, it's a 500 cap venue. Usually it's about like 300 that get in there. This venue it's a legendary LA venue, but I talked about it in a previous video. What's his name? Yeet. That's the one he sold out when he was first coming up, like first blowing up.
Yeah, like 300 people.
So
gang, that ain't a lot.
To go full circle back to.
I mean, it is, but it ain't.
That he can sell
You know
out
what
the
I'm
Roxy, and I don't think like it's a hard flex because he's comparing it to most rappers from his era. They're not going to be able to sell out the Roxy, unfortunately, themselves. They just can't do it. I don't know why. Like a Lil Mosey. Can Lil Mosey do the Roxy if he just posts a flyer? Maybe. But the reason why is he wants to contrast it and say like, yo, these rappers are not getting booked like that. And this is the thing. It makes sense. If you're a booker, if you book people, actually, come in the comment section. I know we've got guys like that. If you book people, you're going to see, okay, this person brings in this many people. We get this influx of business, drinks, whatever the hell the case may be. So if they're realizing that the rapper is not bringing in people, then they're just going to go have somebody else. Like, for example, like Clavicular and that whole club situation that he did, he was clearly bringing a ton of people through the door. He was more poppin' and more lit. He was going to this place called Rock Bar in the beginning. I think in Fort Lauderdale. Is that where it's at? And then he eventually got his own club because he realized how much motion he was bringing to that place. So people are pulling up to these clubs based off of these influencers and these TikTokers. Why would they bring a rapper? The only reason that they brought rappers in was because rappers brought people into the club. And that was the quote show.
That is what that is. They're good for that.
Who is going to be booking them? Are they going to be booking their own shows and tours? No, we don't really see that happening. And I think Lil Skies is very level-headed, but there is a dangerous part later on in this interview that I need to warn him. I need to tell him to stay away from this.
Yes, I thought about it. I just don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm so on technology, bro. I really don't know what I'm doing. If somebody can help me do it, I'll stream. But then it's like, you can't expect me to be a streamer. Like, you can't expect me to do it every day and all that. Cause like, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, like I don't like.
And hold on, wait. What makes y'all think this nigga want to be a streamer? Maybe he want to still do music. Maybe music is what he want to do. Y'all gotta stop. Why every time some music don't work out for a rapper or some shit, they always want to go to streaming? DDG, Blueface, shit. It's probably more. So it's just like, let these niggas stay. They're rappers. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. For real.
Like if I'm doing shit like this or something cool, but if I'm just sitting in a crib or like, cause I don't play video games, and
You've never played
I kind of stopped watching movies. Now I guess I'm doing like TV shows, but I barely watch that. It's like I don't know. I'm just trying to do shit with my day.
Would you ever do something like on brand risk, like Aiden Ross's stuff? Would you ever fight someone?
Fight someone?
Like box or something?
Shit, I don't know. Maybe.
Two things. We never want to see Lil Skies on Lil Skies.
Please don't do that.
With the Dollar General hat, visor, whatever it is that they have them wearing. I'd rather see him in that than ever fight on Aiden Ross's boxing card. This is as somebody that really enjoys brand risk. No, we do not. That's a complete oral loss for Lil Skies. It doesn't matter if the bag is right. Lil Skies' music is still good. He is still good at music. He makes good music, and he has potential to make a good living off of music because I think he's learned his lessons when it comes to the rap game. But he's also talking about the streaming thing. No, we don't need to see Lil Skies stream either. Like I said, Lil Skies' music performs quite well. Like, let's just look at 2 songs he released. There's No Fear that did 336,000 streams, and we got that Make-A-Wish song that did 616,000. Now, there was more money put into these because there's a music video for both.
Okay, so he got a little bit of numbers on his shit.
To invest
he got a little bit of numbers on his shit.
He can just consistently release, and it'd be good. Because, like I said, the guy is a talented rapper. He's a good artist. Makes good music.
He do.
The same can't be said about these
these
other
need the
guys.
right push.
And I don't think it would. What are we gonna see in Lil Skies' life? Like, people expect chaos. People expect like a Blueface. How can you compete as a rapper streaming when you've got Blueface? Ray J's not a rapper, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, you got
a bunch of good streamers,
and you're in the
you got a bunch of people in the streaming community. It's gonna be tough to become one of the top dogs because you got so many big streamers up there that's already been doing this shit for a little minute and done already built up that fan base. You feel me?
Domain of entertainment, you can't beat them in that regard. But when it comes to good music, yeah, you can easily beat Blueface. That's for sure. That was the first lesson that I was saying that Lil Skies taught us. But the second one has to do with the podcast. And the whole clipping is the biggest thing in the world right now. This clip went everywhere. Everybody saw this clip. Yet, how many people even saw this interview? The interview's got, well, it's actually going up a little bit. But it's got, what, 7,500? The full interview. Most people hadn't seen the interview. And their clip on YouTube of this didn't get much views.
Damn.
I think it got like a couple thousand. After millions of people had already seen the clip. So Lil Skies proved that, especially if people are like, unless they're trying to have a big brand, like a No Jumper, it makes sense for a No Jumper to get clipped because No Jumper has so much brand recognition already. It's like a Nike,
and that's where,
Coca-Cola.
Chat, if you don't know, that's where they make a lot of their money from, is clips. Them clippers, they be paying them clippers like 20, 30, 40, 50 bands a month to just make clips that'll go viral. Real talk.
McDonald's type of advertisement. It's just like, hey, by the way, we're still here. And then people are, okay, awareness. Otherwise, it's out of sight, out of mind, even though No Jumper has their own fans. But if you're a mom and pop shop down the street, paying like for awareness, that doesn't work. You need conversions. You need people that are going to watch the stuff. And the clip, more people benefited from that clip than these guys themselves. And this was, I watched the entire interview here. Actually, no, I'm lying. I watched maybe like a 40 minutes of it because these guys did a very, very good job with the timestamps too. But I am going to go back and watch the full interview. There was some stuff here that people didn't even cover that Lil Skies says some really crazy and wild stuff. But one part is where he talks about like a rapper's life being chaos.
I don't know how to say it. It's just, yeah, it's a crazy life, fast life, but like that's how I live my life. It's to say, but like I'm living in chaos, bro.
Yeah, it happens. It's
Like if you're a rapper, majority
And I don't
of us,
like
we living in
that.
chaos,
I don't want
bro.
to.
No bullshit.
I don't want to
It's
do
crazy,
that.
bro.
I see it,
It's
bro.
fun. You had some fun times, but like, bro, no, this get real, man. Like, this get real. It'll break your ass down
I
to
gotta bring
another
you on
level. Like,
I don't want to
real
be,
shit.
yeah.
That's why you see niggas chill.
Like I said earlier in the video, I used to want to be a rapper, but I'm so glad now I chose not to do that shit. Cause it's like he said, I know it's chaotic as fuck, bro. I know it is. I'm already knowing. It's like a movie episode of a new show every day, bro. I'm already knowing that.
Like, niggas fall back. Like, fuck that. I'd rather go work at Amazon right now. Like, bro, no bull.
This was the minute leading up to the clip that got spread everywhere about Dollar General. And it's rappers living in chaos. And when you think about it, who is the biggest rapper?
Of
in the
course,
game
that
right
Dollar General.
Other
Of course, that Dollar General is gonna go. The Dollar General quote that he said is gonna go viral because niggas, of course, is gonna take that shit and run with it. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. Like, comment, sub. Let me know what y'all think about this shit. Yeah, like I said, we out here making reaction videos. The first one, so y'all already know what's up. Let's get it.